shot, Babu. The Facebook game is in the building.
Into the end zone! Five Nations, stand up!
What's good, y'all? We are back. Vintage Titan, a new episode to talk about. We just hit our 100th sale on eBay. It's been a blessing. It's also been a lot of fun making content as well as thrifting, sourcing items, taking pictures, selling things, repurposing furniture. Recently I got a dresser for $1 that I've redone for my daughter. I'm gonna let y'all see the finished version of that. Once I finish the gold knobs, I got my family doing a little bit more. My wife been doing some lamps and some picture frames. She doesn't do it to resale so much as to just like find things to that has a lot of character. That's one thing that you learn from thrifting, is things have a lot of character. And before we go further with that, I just want to say, man, for the people that have a negative stigma on resellers, people, myself included, growing up, when we didn't have much, we didn't want to get things thrifted or get hand-me-downs. We wanted to go get new things. Once you get to a certain age, you don't think about things like that. You just think about things that hold their value and things that appreciate in value, and see that it's just the smart way of doing things, in which what I like to do. Now, for the ones that look and say, "Ooh, how could you wear a used shoe or a used shirt?" I have a washing machine. It's disinfectant. You can clean it. And let me just give y'all something for food for thought. When you go buy a house, if it's your dream home, you don't care if somebody lived in it or built it before you. If you go get the car that you want, your dream car, and it's not 0 miles off the lot, it doesn't mean it's not the dream car that you wanted. If you go to a 5-star hotel, that 5-star hotel, somebody could have been getting sent through a mattress the night before. They cleaned the sheets. Same in a 5-star restaurant. You could get $100 steak and a bottle of wine. Still, somebody could have been passing gas sitting in the chair before you got there, and the silverware has been cleaned. That's just how life works. And if we want to continue to go further, the person that you marry, the person that you fall in love with, probably has loved somebody else before, probably has been with somebody else before, could possibly even have been in serious relationships or had kids with somebody before you. Doesn't devalue the person. If you value the person or the thing that you get, that's all that matters. Now that I'm done explaining that and going through that, just so people can think about things and stop having a negative stigma when it comes to reselling and people getting vintage pieces, let's talk about this journey from me redoing furniture to me finding Nike sportswear, shoes, clothes, and at the same time finding a lot of vintage pieces for myself, like this hat. You know, it's like sometimes it's hard to find Tennessee Titan pieces, things that I like, and especially with them changing the new logo this year, the pieces that you do get with the older Tennessee Titan logo, they're not going to recreate. They're not going to make these things again. And if you do find them, they're only going to increase in value. So I'm trying to collect a pretty good bit of pieces of that for myself, as well as hunt things that are interesting and intriguing to me. That's why I love watching other creators, that fellow thrifters that know things about brands and things that I don't touch, because I like Old Navy, I like True Religion, I like Nike. That's pretty much all I wear. But when it comes to hats and t-shirts and stuff like that, I've always got my eye out. And now I have people that are friends, extended family, people in the community that are like, hey, if you see this, people got me looking for them, because they have gotten interested in thrifting and reselling. And you know, there's a big creator, Gary V, who talks about along his journey and becoming who he was reselling and flipping things. Could be a car, could be a house, could be tools, it could be anything. But if y'all ever have any questions about thrifting, don't be afraid to put it in the comments. I'm new to this. I just started doing this in February to start this year off. Started off throwing things on Facebook Marketplace, and I realized, man, I really should be taking this more serious. Now that I don't have any restrictions that can stop me from doing it, and my intention is with the thrifting content is to grow that part of the community as well, right along with the business. But let's get into it. This definitely have been a blessing. Extra income coming into the household. Also been able to find things for the wife and kids. But we did hit 100 orders. We have 100% feedback rating right now. Only got 2 neutrals. And for those people that have got those neutrals, I do the I do the eBay recommended shipping. They're usually not wrong. Is really rare if I lose money in the shipping. Most of the time it's within $1 or $2. That should be fine. That's why, like, when people lowball me offers, I'm really not complaining, because I'm gonna get a couple of dollars back off the shipping, but it's never nothing outrageous. And if you think the shipping is too high, just send a lower offer. That's that's one thing I don't understand. When somebody has their own terms of what they want to offer, just negotiate the difference in the shipping into your price. As well as the other person that didn't like the box that it came in. I recycle boxes. This is a tip. If you go to Dollar Tree or most places, the boxes that they have inside of the boxes, they'll let you get, if you are nice to the people that work there and ask them nicely. They usually let you get everything inside the boxes. They don't let you get their big shipping boxes, but everything else, it saves them a trip to the dumpster. And it's less work for them. So I usually do that. So, if you got something from me and it came in Twix shipping box from Dollar Tree, I don't think that's something for somebody to complain about. So I got, those were my only 2 neutrals out of the 100 plus orders we done pretty much in the last 90 days. My way of doing things is, with all my orders, I pretty much source my items to where everything is an average dollar amount. That's something that you might want to keep up with, because you can get carried away. I passed my goal of 200 items listed the last time y'all see me, and now we're up over 300 items. But you have to put a system in place to make sure that you're not overspending in your sourcing. You just got to be disciplined to know, when I go get something, can I quickly calculate in my head how much it's going to cost me versus what I'm making off of it. Some people go for the home run items. Some people go for the things that move quick. I think I find a pretty good sweet spot of, mixing in more inexpensive items and then kind of having a ceiling on what I'd like to spend on something, unless there's the rare case that you get something that instantly, I'm going to be able to sell this thing directly back. So I don't mind spending a little bit more sometimes if I know that, like, within 2-3 days, a week at the latest, like, this item is up out of there, because you don't want to stuck trying to get high ticket items that take a long time to sell. I think that's the give or take, the trade-off when it comes to flipping, is you got to get things and sometimes take a little less than what you want to make sure things are just turning over. You don't want to just get stuck with a lot of product, because you want to make sure, even if it is good items, that you're not spending more sourcing than you are, just building to scale what you're comfortable with. And for me, this has been a comfortable scale for me. Only thing that I'm doing is building one more rack, and I'm hunting for another clothing rack, because my wife poached me. So I want to get another clothing rack and kind of say, like, I'm going to stay within this certain amount of items to where it's manageable for me. The shipping with FedEx and USPS is a breeze. It makes things a lot easier with QR codes, and I'm still hunting for a thermal printer that I can connect and do the printing for the labels right here at the house. Right now, I don't think I'm selling enough items to warrant just going out and spending full price for a thermal printer for the labels. But being able to save on shipping. I got my scale, I got my measuring tapes and my yardsticks, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty seamless. And I had a question asked by one of the people at the post office why I don't wait and ship a lot of items at one time, and said I ship things the way I would want them to be shipped to me, which is the same day if at all possible. There's one thing about it: if you give somebody time to think and you wait 2-3 days before you ship it, they may change their mind and cancel it, or it's kind of like supply and demand. As soon as that person purchases the item, I thank them for their purchase. I package it up, I mark it as shipped, I weigh it, I measure it, I go in the garage, I have it ready to go, and I tell them that it's going to be shipped with tracking in the morning. So by the time I make my morning rounds, by lunchtime, it's in the air. Then it's up to them, especially if it's got to be authenticated, like the Nike shoes that go to FedEx, or if it's just a regular item. Because if a person gets the item within a couple of days, a lot of times that alleviates some of the customer service issues that you may have if you had waited 2 or 3 or 4 days and then shipped it, and then it took a while for them to get it. You want to get it right to them, and then put it in their mind. And every now and then you may like give somebody a few dollars back off if they're not happy with this or that. But for the most part, I just want to keep it moving. So I've been adding a lot of quality items. These Jordans, Google Home Mini, this Legend brand's pretty good basketball shorts. Checking the sell-through rates on things, making sure that it's something that has recently sold, or a lot of times I'll undercut people on some of my items. But I've been finding a lot of good items. These Logitech Wave keyboards usually sell pretty fast, and then once you get something that will sell, you just kind of start turning it over. And sometimes I think more people that resell should, I'm speaking for myself, take lesser offers. If then stop being so greedy, just hanging on to try to get the max amount every time. Because in my mind, if somebody sends me an offer and they're willing to pay and I'm going to make pretty decent profit, I'm not going to sit there and haggle and go back and forth. Once they put that bid out and the payment is going to instantly process, I'm on to the next item. And I think that's worked out pretty well for me. And then my secondary thing is things that once they get to a certain amount of days and they haven't sold, I started learning to bundle things. And then you could even pull some stuff off of your listings and put them on Facebook Marketplace as a bundle and just take the first offer and get it going. I just feel like turning over items and getting things going has worked out better for me than just sitting around hanging trying to get top dollar for everything that you resell. Has been a better system for me, as well as I found a lot of good gems for myself. I've cleaned my closet bare. I've moved a lot of items around in the garage. We got a lot more space in my house. And like I tell anybody else that see my content or that know me in real life, that's like kind of interested in it, I'm happy that they're interested in it. And I also tell them, just start with your garage, start with your attic, start with your closets, and just start going through things that you have personally at your house. And I said this and I say it again, I really wish I had this knowledge of information about reselling when I had my store in the mall, because I would have been able to move so much more product, having an internet presence with a way to make money when your store is closed. And I think that's the luxury of online shopping and reselling, is a lot of times you sell things when you're not even thinking about it. You get a notification on your phone and boom, like you got it out the door. But this has been a fun journey. Hopefully by the next time that y'all see me, we'll start to push our 90-day rolling total. Like I'm almost at 5,000. I can smell it, and then we're gonna try to go up from there and just keep everything to scale. Keeping the customers happy, adding in more quality products. Like you see, these are all things that's in the air. And I'm gonna also try to add back in my own. We had Geeks Unleashed. We got the Vibe Nation merch that's on that website. The link's always in my videos. But I'm gonna add in something new because my wife and my daughters they have their own websites and things that they do of upcycling clothes and sewing and doing different things that they do. I'm going to be adding in some other stuff because I want a little bit more of my branding in the future to be more for Vintage Titan and kind of what it represents. Vibe Nation is always going to be there. The Madden content, the football content is always going to be there. But, being shot by Buddha, being Buddha, as well as being, growing into Vintage Titan and kind of like letting them kind of run side by side. I want to give the attention and do the things that I did for Shot by Buddha and Vibe Nation for Vintage Titan right along with it, because I think it could turn into something special. And I think one thing that we have to be open our heart and our mind to when we're creating and we're doing new things, sometimes the plan that we have for ourselves and the plan that God have for us is two different things. You have to be willing to let that happen. And if Vintage Titan and the thrifting content and the thrifting business winds up being bigger than football and the runs we had and still will have in the gaming and the football side overtakes it, I have to be willing to let that happen, but I also have to put in the work. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all got any questions about thrifting, about reselling, like feel free to drop it in the comments. If it's some steals that y'all been catching or some different methods and techniques that y'all have, I'm always open to learn about new brands. I think that's a big part of reselling that a lot of people miss is don't let your ego and your pride stand in the way of learning new things. And I'm open to learn about different brands and different avenues and reselling that I don't personally know, because I don't proclaim to be a know-it-all. I never have in any genre that I've been in, and I definitely won't be with this, because you close your mind off to learning new things from other people. You're only shooting yourself in the foot, because the content community and the community of thrifting is way more open and carefree and helpful than the genre that I've made my hay in doing. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, tap into this content. If y'all want to see more of the Vintage Titan episodes, tell me what you like about them and we'll continue to do more. Y'all know what time it is, man. God first, and we out. Hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. Tap into the daily uploads at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you missed the live streams, you got picture in picture. And if I don't get to any questions during the live streams or the pods, drop them in the comments. I'll make it part of the weekly mailbag. If you're following on the blue, smash those reactions. I know you're an OG. Hit that like, comment, share, tap into the daily content that is the shop. If you're new to the shop, you definitely should be tapped in on the green. No ads, up to 50 emotes free for just being a follower. You do not have to be a supporter to unlock picture in picture, late night streams. Follow us on Kick. We also live on Twitch. Look out for the drops, as well as if you have Amazon Prime, it's free $99 to sub to the channel once a month. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick that money back in his pocket. If you don't use it on the shop, use it on another content creator that you like. I still call it Twitter, but follow us on X. We tweet back. If you missed the daily shop talks, make sure you tap in for the late night cap on the purple and the green. The Discord is always open. Outside of subs, donos, and cash apps, there's also another way to support the content. That's by grabbing a trucker hat, a bandana, hoodies, the classic barbershop, Vibe Nation, right out of the official merch store on Tactic, formerly known as Geeks Unleashed. Code Buddha at checkout to get a discount.